guys, this is Stephanie. Welcome to Designs by Stephanie. For those of you who are here for the very first time, welcome. And for those of you returning, welcome back. If you have not been here before, I would love to have you as part of the DBS family. Just click on that subscribe button below, as well as that little notification bell beside that. Click on that all so that you don't miss any of my videos in the near future. Today, I want to talk about my Etsy shop. I started my Etsy shop, I think, let me see. I opened my shop in May 8th, 2019, and I did not have my first sale until September the 16th, 2019. So it took me 4 months to get a sale, which that's a long time. Some people get a sale immediately. It took me 5 months, and it wasn't even an authentic sale. I actually got one of my friends to buy something from my shop, but after that, as I said, I did what I made my first 6 months or whatever on Etsy, and I'll link it up here, over here for you guys, and you can check that out after you watch this one, and it'll give you some insight on that. But after she made a purchase on my shop, then that's when I started getting sales. So I think with Etsy, it doesn't kick off until you get an initial sale. I think at that time I may have had maybe 10, 12 items on my shop. So what I've learned since my 1-year sales anniversary, because I have made sales for a year now. This is a little late. I was supposed to do this in October in September, October. I didn't do it, but I saved all my numbers and have them, so I'll list stuff up on the screen as necessary to let you guys see that. But I have some notes here of what I want to talk about and what I've learned after 1 year of sales on Etsy. So my first year, from September to December, I made $606 net after all the taxes and fees and what have you. And the taxes and fees are related to your listing fees, your marketing fees, your shipping labels, and then your transaction fees. So those are all the fees that you have related to your Etsy shop. And customer pays, and then, or you list something, and then they just subtract those fees as you go. If you wasn't aware of that, it rounds out roughly to maybe about 9-10%, which to me isn't that bad for all the transaction handling or your credit cards and all that, because that's expensive. I had a business before where I paid for my transaction fees on my credit card and all of that. It gets pricey. They charge you a flat rate fee once a month. Then they also charge you a 2 to 5% depending upon what type of card. If it's an Amex or if it's American Express. Amex, American Express, same thing, or Visa or MasterCard or Discover or what have you. The prices vary as far as the percentage that's charged every month. And then, you know, the fee to keep up your site or what have you. So I think the price of that is fair. What I've made since from January 2020 to September 2020, my net was $1,547, and that's low because of COVID. I was doing banging right after Christmas. I did good. Starting in December last year for Christmas, I had really good sales. That's when I made most of my money. The $606, I made most of it in December, and then I did well for January, and then February hit and COVID. And sales just dwindled off really bad. They dwindled off really bad. And I really wasn't making much money at all. From February until about June, well, no, really August, I didn't start making sales again. Because in December 2019, I did 400 and some, 455 in sales. And then in January I did 339, and then February it was only 100, March was only 31, April was only 107, May was only 85, and then June it started picking up where I did 248, and July was 173. So the sales were very low because people were scared to purchase things from, you know, individuals, thinking that, you know, it's a possibility they could have COVID, they could mail the stuff, they could, you know, transmit it through whatever they purchased. You know, it's just a big scare for everyone. So I guess things have come down and people have started shopping. So I started making more money. I did pretty good in August. I did $437, and then September I only have up until the 16th because I wanted to do that as a cutoff so I can see from September the 16th, 2019 to September the 16th, 2020. And so for that 1 year time span of making money, my net was $24,1179. I mean, my gross was $24,1179, and I netted $15.52. $15.52. So what I've learned and some of the advice that I would give related around, I have 5 things that I would like to discuss and, you know, give as advice for someone that's just starting out, that has their first time Etsy store and just want some advice on things that they can do. I know a lot of people come on here and giving advice, and some of it is accurate, some of it is crazy, but this is just my honest opinion based on my process and what I've done. I sell t-shirts, I sell vinyl decals, I sell stickers, and I sell bags, canvas bags with vinyl decal, your name or what have you on it. So that's all I pretty much sell in my shop. So my number one thing was not in any particular order, but my number one is to provide good customer service for repeat customers. I get a lot of repeat customers on my shop. My main thing that I sell the most of are my vinyl decals. And I get a lot of repeat customers from my vinyl decals. Most of my reviews say is I ship quick and the quality. So I make sure that my quality of my decals, when they go out, they look good. They don't have holes and stuff in them. They're really attached to the transfer tape. And I always send something extra in my packaging for my customers so that, you know, they're excited when they get a package, when they get their product, and then they have something in there additional, a freebie. So that's number one. The number two thing is I use ERANK to assist with SEO research so that I can put in my tag. Tags are very important. What you name your actual item, and then the 13 tags that you put down the bottom are important. Now, how important? I don't know. I know that when I set up my decals, I went out there and looked at one that was a bestseller, because that's what I do. I use it to do my research. I find a like item of what I'm selling. I look at how they have theirs listed, what tags they're using, and try to mimic that as well as the title. Then I make sure that, you know, my photos look good and things along those lines, so that when mine goes up against theirs, then perhaps, you know, they'll look at mine and theirs. But the thing about Etsy is that the ranking, you know, the highest selling things always be on the first page. So your item might be on the first page if it's not a lot of them, or if it's a tremendous amount of decals like it is for what I sell, then mine is back far. I think the last time I looked, my stuff was like on page 7, which to me is good for a year. I've been out there a year. Most of the people that sell a bunch of them, they've been on here 7, 8 years. I just been on one. So 7 years, page 7 is good for me. I get my decals are listed as a bestseller, so I get a lot of sales for them. The number 3 thing is to take good quality photos, especially your primary photo. So I try to make sure I edit my photos. They're bright, they look good, and then the one that I use as my primary, I always blow it up so you can see the detail and whatever it is that I'm selling. I think that's key, because if you're a visual person, you buy things from what it looks like, you eat things from what it looks like. So you just want to make sure that it's appealing visually to the consumer. The fourth thing is to price your items competitively to like items on Etsy. So like I said, I use ERANK. I look up individuals that selling like things. I look at how they're pricing them. So I make my prices competitive to that. Say I'm selling a decal for a 3x4. Somebody else is selling a 3x4. They have theirs listed at $4. I wouldn't go in and list mine at $2 because I'm losing money, number one, because it's not competitively priced. Yeah, you might get some sales at the beginning, but the time it's going to take you to do the decal, your labor costs, your expense for the product, it's not going to equal out. You're not going to make money. So you want to make sure you price things reasonably so you make money off of your product and your time of making it, because time is money. So you want to make sure that you're pricing things so that you can accommodate yourself for the time it takes you to make the product. And the fifth thing is give your customers a reason to want to shop with you again. Like I said, I always give a freebie in my orders, and the freebie varies based on what they buy. So if they're buying vinyl, I usually give them something free vinyl, whether it's their name or a flower or whatever I make up as my freebie. I put a freebie in the bag for them. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. It's just something to say thank you. I put it in a bag. I put freebie on it, and I put thank you. That's something I just recently started. I made freebie stickers and thank you stickers. But those are things that I use. I also always include with my packaging slip, I include a discount code for 10% for them to come back and shop again. They get 10% off. And then on my card, I made a little thank you card that I include in with my freebie, and that also has it on there. So if they don't see it on the packaging slip, hopefully they'll see it on the cards. And I made my cards kind of cute so that, you know, put them out, people look, oh, this is a cute card that she sent, her thank you card. So just to bring their attention to it, it's front and back, and it has the code on there so they can save it for later, as opposed to they may not save the packaging slip or may not even read it, because sometimes I get packaging slips and my stuff, and if it's not related to my business where I have to keep it, I don't even look at it. I just toss it in the recycle bin. So I wanted to, you know, include a cute little card. I put the same code on there for them to use for a future date so that they can come back to your shop, because you won't repeat customers, because I think it's like 20% of the people that shop will return if they like your service, if they like the quality of your product, and if they feel like, you know, you're a good, decent person to buy from. I always, when my orders go out, I reach out to my customers saying, hey, your order was processed. It's on its way. When they receive it, I say, hey, I see that you received your order. Could you leave me a review? And I think that has worked for me very well as well. So I will make that my number 6. Request a review from your customers. I put a sticker on there. If you like your item, please leave a review. It's a sticker on that product. And then I send that follow-up email. And I have made, I think I have like 97 reviews. All of them are 5 stars, because I try to give good quality customer service to my customers, and I think it's actually key to running a good business. Quality products, quality service. Yes, 2020 was slow because of COVID, but I think the next months to come for November and December will be good for the holidays. I think sales will be good. So I think at the end of the year, after December and January, I may do another update to see how well the holiday went. I've stocked up on my items. I've started adding more stuff to my shop. And I think that's key too. Make sure you add things, because when people search for stuff, they only see that one thing. It's not a lot of people that just go to your shop and look at everything that you have on your shop. Specifically when people come to Etsy, they're looking for that one thing, whatever it is they're looking for. Now they may look down to see your suggested items and other items on your shop and go through that. They may not. So you want to make sure that whatever that one thing you selling pops, the photo looks good, And so if that's what they're looking for, they purchase it. And then if you send, you know, reminders and things and give a discount code, then perhaps they'll come back, look at other stuff on your shop and make additional purchases, because that's what you want. So that is my spiel. Like I said, I've made, a gross profit of $24.11 since I started, and then a net profit of $15.52, which I think is good for my first year of sales. I do want to project higher sales going forward, and I think that that's doable as long as, you know, the COVID thing doesn't get worse and people stop buying again, because the numbers are going up. But hopefully that doesn't. I think people will continue to shop for Christmas. I, you know, make sure my shop is safe. Make sure, you know, I sanitize everything before it goes out and things along those lines. And yeah, so that's it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer whatever I can. Like I said, I put my stuff up on the screen so you guys can see it. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video tomorrow. Bye-bye.